how's everyone doing tonight? It is Berkfamily54comics. I am Steve. Welcome back to another edition of Powered Up Comic Book Reviews. This is our Thursday night chat. This week is going to be a little bit different than all the other weeks because it's going to be a shortened show. I have some things going on tomorrow, and I just got done from working a 12-hour shift with parent-teacher conferences all day long from 7:30 in the morning till 7:30 at night, and I drive an hour each way to work. So I just got home about 30 minutes ago, and like I said, I got something going on tomorrow, so it's going to be a shortened show. Tonight we only have one guest with us, and that is my dude, Ryan, also known as Nuexguy. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's been kind of a busy week this week and a lot going on. The weather just changed here, so coming down with a little bit of a cough and stuff. So I'm in for whatever we got going on, but I feel you on time constraints right now.
Yeah, I know you said you had a lot of family stuff going on this week, and that stinks, man. So you said you didn't pick up any physical copies of any comic books this week? You just been too busy to get to the store, or?
Yeah. It's just been pretty busy at work and stuff. So my day's gone, and then with the kids and everything, they had a choir yesterday and stuff. So it's been a busy week.
Okay. Do you want to talk about what books you have in your box, or books you were gonna grab this week?
Yeah. Well, I flipped through this new Wolverine book, and I don't know, I was totally lost. I haven't read any of the new Hicks stuff, so I was totally lost on that. I checked out Flash Forward number 6. I flipped through a little bit of that, and that one as well, pretty lost. I don't know what's going on there, but there was definitely cool visuals whenever he sits in the chair and everything. So definitely interested in finding out what it all adds up to. And then my big books that I was excited for this week are Bitter Root number 6. That's finally coming back around. So I've seen a little bit of the preview pages there. It looks like they go into Barzak, I believe it's called, which is like a purgatory realm. And that's pretty much where the Red Summer special left off. So I'm really excited to get back into that and find out what happened with everybody. And then on the stump, I haven't got to check that one out yet, but that's another Chuck Brown book, number 1 dropped this week. And pretty excited about that. It kind of is supposed to be kind of a hyperbole on today's modern politics and political system, where they actually go on a stump and fight each other to the death for political offices and stuff. So I'm pretty excited to read that one too, because I really like how Chuck Brown writes. So that's the 4 books that I know a little bit about this week.
Nice. All right, I'm going to show off what books I grabbed. All right, I did grab 3 books this week, and I read another one digitally. First book I grabbed this week, I actually messaged the LCS owner and said, hey, man, these books are going for a lot more than the cover price. I'm not into flipping it. I just want the book because I have all the other books in the run. And, if you can get it to me at cover price, that'd be awesome. If you can't, that's fine. I just wanted to tell you that they are going for more than that. And he did give it to me for cover price. And he actually asked me what cover I wanted, which it is Batman 89. This is the Matina variant of Batman fighting Deathstroke. Pretty sweet. We got a first appearance of Punchline in here. We don't really know much about them. Apparently, they're going to be pretty dormant for the next couple of issues and then come back, I think, in 93 or 94. So that's why this book was hot, because it's the first appearance. Next one I got was one you talked about already. That is Flash Forward number 6. This is the final issue in this series. This is a sweet variant cover. I have all the variants, I think, except for one. And this obviously talks about how Wally finally sits in a Mobius chair and gets the powers from that. So that's pretty cool. And then we also have, I've been picking this up for about the last 7, 8, 9 issues, just because I really like the storyline and the covers. And this is Nightwing 69. I grabbed the regular cover. And as you can see from the cover here, it is about the Court of Owls. And then I also read Wolverine number 1 digitally, which was kind of interesting and weird. I feel like it's a character they pretty much not done a great job with for the last 5 years or so. I mean, can you think of a single good Wolverine story that Marvel has done in the last 5 years? No.
Yeah, I really don't know any of the stories, so.
They all just revolve around. It's the same thing every time. Hey, Tom, what's up, man? How you doing?
I mean, my familiarity with the character is basically like his memories are all shuffled around, and
This is
he
a photo
doesn't
of
know
every
much
single
of
one.
his. Yeah, and he's angry all the time, and he's got claws, and he can heal. That's my basis for the character. I've never particularly cared for him because it gets so boring and flat, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. I definitely agree. I mean, they're kind of trying to tie it into House of X and Planet, or House of X and Powers of 10. So I totally get all that, but it was just, I didn't think it was very good. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I read the whole thing. It's basically two stories in one, but they kind of intersect. Basically, he kills everyone, not everyone, kills everyone in the X Force team, and he doesn't know how he did it or why he did it.
That's at the beginning when he wakes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, I saw a little bit of the beginning, and he's like waking up, and he's just talking about how everybody's dead, and he don't know how or why, but he
Yeah,
killed them.
and so then they also talk about like the leaves from House of X, Powers of X. It gives them the different kind of powers, and how they're running short of it. And there's all these cartels that are trying to make their own, and it's all this side story business. It's just boring. So I
Yeah.
didn't like it very much, but I know everyone is picking it up this week. I wanted to read it digitally before I decided if I want to spend $8-9 uh, on a physical copy, and I'm definitely not going to do that now because it's definitely not a book I'm going to continue to read. But we both read Flash Forward, number 6. As someone who has not read it at all, what were your just like quick thoughts on it?
I mean, the visuals look really cool, but I mean, I have no clue. He's like playing with his kids, and they all have like Flash clothing on and stuff. I don't know if they have speedster powers, but
They do.
and and then it's like all a dream or something, and a big giant hand, and then the next thing I know, he's sitting in the chair, and he's all blue and powerful. But it's hard for me to tell what's going on because I don't, it's definitely tying things up that I have no clue how they even started.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 as someone who's been reading the whole series. It's amazing, really good. Basically, here's the gist of it. He's trying that blue dude with the big hand. He's a all powerful kind of person who basically takes Wally West because I can't remember the reason why. There's a good reason for it. That he's supposed to go around and end all of these dark worlds that are like, basically like the Batman Who Laughs type worlds that are made out of dreams, bad dreams. And one of the ones that was made out of it was the one with his children who have been missing. He's the only one who remembers him. His wife, Linda doesn't even remember who he is. Barry doesn't remember his kids. No one remembers his kids except for him. And he feels bad. And at this world that obviously he remembers from his dreams, they're there. And, he gave him the staff, and he's supposed to go around and collect all this dark matter, and that actually didn't actually have anything to do with it, apparently. And he said he was always chosen to get rid of all these worlds, and at the end he says, okay, well, I'll do it to this one as long as you make sure my kids are safe. And that guy says that they are, and so Linda now remembers him and his children, but they also, because of that world ending and all that stuff, now he's also like more powerful, and he's like different. He's not as emotional as he was. And so while his children are back, he is not. And so it's still kind of like they're still piecing together the whole DC universe from the last 4 years, because Wally was in the DC Universe Rebirth, which you read. And about how the world is different since the New 52 and Flashpoint. And now he's got those new powers that were from the Mobius chair, and the powers inside the Mobius chair are from Dr. Manhattan. So now Wally is basically Dr. Manhattan and a speedster in one.
Wow. And so this is still from Rebirth when his wife didn't remember him and all that?
Yep. And like
when Linda didn't remember him, but Barry did?
She's appeared in a lot of stuff, but she doesn't remember him. She knows that he remembers her, but but now she does. Obviously, at the end, she's wearing.
Oh wow! So this whole time of Rebirth, she still hasn't known who he was.
I mean, she knew who he was because he talked to her and all that. But
I mean, she don't remember. Like that time is gone.
Dude, we're just doing a real quick show tonight. We got stuff we got to do tomorrow. Yeah, she didn't know him, so kind of sad, especially now that the children are back and he's not even there. Now he's off all his emotions. I'm excited to see because he's gonna be in Flash 750 coming out, which is the next Flash issue, which is like Flash 89 or 90. So he'll be in that, and he'll be in Flash 751, and then he'll be in the Free Comic Book Day book as well.
Yeah, the Gen Zero free comic.
Yep, and then that's the last Scott Lobdell Wally West story. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with him going forward. So obviously he's going to play a big part if he's got Dr. Manhattan's powers. So
yeah, he seems like he's pretty important to their universe at this point.
Yep. All right, last book here. I'm going to talk about Nightwing 69. It's another book about the Court of Owls. He still doesn't remember who he is. He still goes by Rick instead of Richard or Dick, which is really dumb. And they're still trying to recruit him to the Court of Owls. And he says no, and he just doesn't know who he is. And that's basically the whole issue. That's literally it. I mean, there's other stuff that's happening. Oh, the Joker shows up in it. The Joker knows who he is. And he says all those other, hey, what's up, Biggie? All those other, because right now there's 4 other Nightwings. There's like Nightwing Blue, Nightwing Red, Nightwing Gold Girl. So, and, the Joker doesn't like that. She's like, I want the real Nightwing. It says, he goes, eeny, meeny, Nightwingy Mo. So, I don't know. It was good, but Flash Forward is really good. So if you have a chance to read 1 through 6, or if you can find it, I definitely recommend it because it's really good.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out because I read Rebirth and I've been reading Flash and all that. So definitely getting into that universe, and it looks like really cool stuff. I mean,
it really is.
Dr. Manhattan speedster. How cool is that?
I know, right? Like, so I read the solicitations about 751 and 750 and Free Comic Book Day, and basically it says, there's been a lot of people sitting in the Mobius chair, but there's never been one that's been a speedster that can think as quickly as Wally West can. And Wally West is loved by everyone because he's actually the fastest Flash, and he can think faster than everyone else. So, hey, what's up, Ted? How's it going, man? So it's interesting to see what they do going forward. I know the whole time Dr. Manhattan and Wally West Flash have been kind of like similar, like on a collision course since DC Universe Rebirth, because Wally knew about him before anyone else did. He just didn't know who he was. So I'm interested to see if he's going to know where he got his power. He obviously knows, actually, because he knows everything now from sitting there, because the chair tells him everything. So is there anything else you want to talk about before we get off this really quick live stream?
No, that's it. Like I was saying earlier, the weather changed on us down here in Houston. It was warm and muggy the other day, and then it was pretty warm yesterday, and then today it dropped to like 39. So I get a little bit of the sinus.
So cold.
Yeah, hey, it's not that it's cold, but I've been standing on people's front porches all day, and it's cold and windy and rainy today. So
it was 24 on the way home from work.
Oh my God. Oh, I can't do it.
They canceled school last week because it was 7 degrees.
Oh my! Can't do it.
All right.
Yeah, but in the summer it's so hot and muggy here, so
yeah,
there's that.
Should we? I want to look really quickly for comic books that come out next week, so we can talk about those and pick those really quick, and then we'll get off here. All right?
Yeah, no problem.
When are you going to go pick up your comics? Are you going to go tomorrow or this weekend or what?
Well, I'd like to try to make it tomorrow. Kind of depends on what work looks like, though.
Right.
Because I do go to a smaller store, but it's on the other side of the city from me, more or less. So it is a little bit of a drive for me, but usually I do it on my lunch break, and I just been so busy the last couple of days I haven't even had a lunch break. So
we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 48 coming out next week. Hey, what's up, Silver Ridge Dave? How's it going, man? Ohio is cold. I bet it is. We're definitely gonna be reviewing Power Rangers 48.
Uh-huh.
And then we got let's see. Oh, we don't have the Flash coming out next week. That's sad.
No.
Uh,
Suicide Squad, Shazam.
Shazam comes out next week. I'm excited for that.
There's a Flash 123 facsimile.
Yeah.
Far Sector, Detective Comics, Batman and Beyond.
TMNT Jenica #1 comes out next week.
Oh yeah, I just heard an interview with the guy that wrote it. Sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, 3-issue series. We got Falcon and Winter Soldier #1. I'm assuming that might tie into the TV show a little bit, maybe, since they're doing one of those together. I don't really see anything else. I mean, we got Batman, Curse of the White Knights. I've been reading that, but we don't have to review that. But I don't know. There's a couple different options. I'm going to say definitely Power Rangers 48 and TMNT Jenica #1.
Okay.
Those will be two of them, and we'll try to figure out the third one. So I had my LCS made a mistake and I missed out on Batman this week because they sold out. That sucks, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
I got mine. I texted him on Saturday. He didn't text me back until Wednesday morning. And he's like, hey, I got one for you. You just tell me what cover you want, and I'll get it to you, which is awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for joining me. And I apologize. We're not doing a longer show tonight. We just got me and Ryan got a lot of stuff going on. Dustin, I think, has got something going on. That's why he's not with us tonight. That's all right. We'll try to jump back more with it next week. Make sure – go ahead, Ryan. Say your goodbye real quick.
Yeah. Check me out on Instagram. Nuexguy, Nuexguy. I post pretty regularly, usually reviewing current books, older books, whatever it is. Working on the Flash, Ninja Turtles, and Bitterroot just came out, so getting back into that. Other than that, I'll just be on Instagram, or you can find me on Twitter under the same name, Nuexguy.
Awesome. Ryan's been joining me for about 3 months now, something like that.
Yeah.
Reviewing Power Rangers. Well, I guess we're one a month, right? Of Mighty Morphin, and we started reviewing it at like issue 40 or 41.
Yeah, I think right when Necessary Evil started.
So we've been doing it for maybe like 6 months then. So.
Oh wow. Yeah, it has been a while, huh?
It has been.
Time flies.
Yeah, dude, and I appreciate you for joining me all the time and talking about it. I love talking about Power Rangers. We're getting close to the end, man. We're getting close.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching again. Thank you for Ryan for joining us, and I am Berkfamily54comics. I'm Steve, and remember, go Cats.